It is that our next life is going to be one where the lines between our physical and digital selves are blurred. We can seamlessly switch from one to the next. It's going to be a layered existence, I think, whether this is just by the increasing use of technology and day-to-day interactions, or whether it's virtual worlds, which is an area that I've been very focused on. So it's going to create a new dimension for society and for community.
Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. In today's video, I'm going to be proving to you all that we are in the midst of a massive digital transformation. They're openly discussing and talking about this publicly on stage for the world to see, but nobody is paying attention, and how major market participants like Hedera are going to be playing a major role in this digital transformation via the 2030 agenda moving forward. If you guys enjoy video breakdowns like this, showing you all deep research, do us a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. We do appreciate the love and the support. It does help this platform grow, and it does boost the algorithm. Let's set the tone with this video clip for today's video breakdown of Caroline DeFam, the current commissioner of the U.S. Commodity Future Trading Commission, and Sandra Rowe, chief executive officer of the Global Blockchain Business Council, discussing and talking about on a panel that was uploaded just on October 1st, only has 51 views, prepping for the digital transformation. I'm going to play two video clips, one of them discussing and talking about the opportunity for regulators, and then the other one, they go on to talk about the digital transformation. So I'm going to play these clips back to back. This is going to set the tone for today's video breakdown. Take a second and let's listen here.
Say for AI, for Gen AI. For regulators, these new technologies aren't just challenges, they're also opportunities. We can become smarter, faster, stronger, better regulators, particularly when it comes to market oversight.
Now, the reason why I like what she just said about how regulators can find opportunity in these new digital technologies is because, from my personal perspective, this paints a very optimistic viewpoint moving forward into this new digital future.
Of making sure that you're talking to other regulators. Can you just give us a sense of where are we with that? And you've mentioned AI a couple of times now. We've mentioned it this morning multiple times. It's not just about one tech. It's multiple emerging technologies and then multiple jurisdictions. Would love if you could just give some insights around that.
Yes, I've actually written on this before. I gave a speech actually at Eurofee to European central bankers and policymakers, because it is a global challenge and we're going to need a global solution to it. So I'm going to reflect upon some of the remarks that I've given before. But when you think about the digital transformation, it is that our next life is going to be one where the lines between our physical and digital selves are blurred. We can seamlessly switch from one to the next. It's going to be a layered existence, I think, whether this is just by the increasing use of technology and day-to-day interactions, or whether it's virtual worlds, which is an area that I've been very focused on. So it's going to create a new dimension for society and for community. One of the reasons why
she literally just said it's going to create a new dimension for all levels of society. That should be such an eye-opener for individuals who are skeptical, who are not forward-looking, who are not optimistic about the future of not only this digital asset landscape, but of all Web3 and fourth industrial revolution technologies that are all unfolding rapidly behind the scenes right now. While most people, again, neglect their education and are not informed on what is happening, which is why we are creating video breakdowns like this here at CYPRX to show you guys that this is happening. This is an event that just took place the other day, was uploaded just a couple of days ago, and only has 51 views. Okay, the vast majority of the information that we share here at CYPRX goes relatively unnoticed. So I just posted this to you guys because this falls in line with the green transition, the digital transformation, as you heard the CFTC commissioner mention just now publicly on a panel discussion. Look at this video that I just posted. It's a artificial intelligence robot working at a fast food restaurant. This is mind-blowing, and it goes hand in hand with the fact that artificial intelligence is going to replace many jobs in the near future. And a lot of people are going to fall victim of being replaced by artificial intelligence because they're not enhancing their education right now, and they're not focused on building wealth right now by attaining a digital skill. Take a second and watch this.
Conclude a faster than we were able to before. As you can see, also flipping 3 is now much smaller than what it used to be, which means that it will fit in more kitchens. There's less parts that go into it, and that's what makes it quicker and more scalable.
So I know that the video might have been a little sketchy and hard to hear, but long story short, it's this robotic arm that is set to replace fast food workers, and I'm sure will never call out of work, will never miss a beat or do anything wrong, was probably set on a timer and can cook French fries at a rapid pace at the perfect degree of temperature, so on and so forth, right? And this just falls in line with something that the IMF posted just a couple of days ago. International Monetary Fund. Green jobs in the future of work for men and women. Staff discussion and notes. This is from September 30th, 2024. This is for all of those individuals that do not think that artificial intelligence is going to replace jobs, that there is a massive transformation happening. I said to you guys in this post that now is the time to invest, now is the time to educate, and now is the time to grow your wealth, because this is all happening and people are not paying attention. They're distracted by mainstream agendas that are taking away your opportunity to capitalize on life-changing wealth in the now. So I just want to share one little tiny portion of this video. Again, staff discussion notes from the IMF. Look at what they say right here. It says policies must prevent low-skilled workers. Okay, you saw the video clip I just shared with you guys of an artificial intelligence robot flipping French fries. So who do you think those low-skilled workers are? Again, I'm not mocking anybody's job or occupation if you work at a fast food restaurant. But again, when you're looked at from a society standpoint, you work at a fast food restaurant or you work behind a counter, checking people out at a grocery store, you are most likely classified as a low-skilled worker. It does not take a lot of skill to handle that job, particularly those impacted by the decline of polluting sectors from being left behind during the green transition. The shift towards greener industries presents a notable challenge for many workers traditionally employed in polluting sectors. Although various government initiatives have been implemented to support these workers through retraining programs, enhanced pension benefits, and reallocation efforts, the transition remains difficult. This is going to continue to scale at a rapid pace as this digital industry moves forward. Now, here is another document from another worldly organization, the World Trade Organization, literally titled 2030. Okay. This is mind-blowing information because this is where we're going to show you all that Hedera is going to play a massive role. So in this document, it goes on to talk about digital technologies and the digital transformation. Let's just Command F, technologies or advance. You can see right here, it says technological advances, digitization, and new digital technologies such as generative AI are transforming societies. What did the CFTC commissioner say at the beginning of this video breakdown?
The technology and day-to-day interactions, or whether it's virtual worlds, which is an area that I've been very focused on. So it's going to create a new dimension for society and for community. One of the reasons why
and workplaces in an increasingly interconnected world, innovation rooted in new technology is opening the door for new opportunities for trade, but also presenting significant challenges around the digital divide. The digital divide. People, you got to wake up and realize that 40 to 50% of jobs in the next 5 to 10 years are going to be replaced by artificial intelligence. How are you going to combat against that? By getting invested in digital assets now, by learning how to invest in DeFi to grow and scale your wealth now, by learning how to trade the financial market so you can work from home, by learning a digital skill. So again, you can work from home with nothing but an internet connection and a mobile device or a laptop. All of these things is how you survive in the near future. Now, again, that's not the only way that you can survive, but low-skilled workers, a lot of them are going to be replaced in the future as this digital transformation further unfolds. So while we're on the topic of the 2030 agenda, I want to take your attention over here. This was a massive find from the CYPRX researchers and just goes to show that market participants in the now that are fixated on the 2030 agenda, like Hedera, are going to be the ones that survive. So I said, one needs to look no further to see that Hedera will be a major player in this space in the future. Getting invited to events where they're building out the infrastructure for the 2030 digital strategy says it all. Here you can see executives, a ceremony that took place back in May 2024, the Hashgraph Association got directly invited to. Okay. And what does it say? The Moroccan Agency for Digital Development will play a central role in supporting the digitalization of public administrations, while a unified digital portal will standardize administrative procedures across various stages. Kamal Youssef, president of the Hashgraph Association, stated, "We are honored to be invited to the launch of Digital Morocco 2030 National Strategy. We intend to support the government in its digitization endeavors, leveraging Hedera's distributed ledger technology. We have already started this digital transformation journey with the strategic partnership signed at GitTex Africa 2024 with the Agency of Digital Development and UM6P Ventures." That is massive. President of Hashgraph Association, Kamal Youssef, was present in person as one of the VIP guests invited to this event. You can see them talk about the Digital 2030 strategy. Again, proving my point that Hedera is going to play a massive role. Now, to dig even a little bit deeper, back to the International Monetary Fund. I'm not going to throw out any speculation here, but we've talked about this in previous video breakdowns, how in the future, they're literally going to charge people to breathe air via carbon emissions. Like, if you don't think that carbon credits are a thing and are happening at a rapid pace, and there's going to be again, digital divide, as we just showed you guys in the documentation, look at this. This is directly from the IMF. I am not making this up. This is from their LinkedIn profile, was posted 1 week ago. Making Europe's carbon prices more uniform with countries, and better yet, across countries, would help equalizing the burden of cutting greenhouse gas emissions. And what does it say right here? In most of Europe, the poor pay more for carbon. Difference in average prices paid for carbon by poorest versus the rich. There is going to be a digital divide. The poor versus the rich is only going to increase over time, even more so than it already is now, except now we are at a point in time where the poor, or the lower average income earning individuals, have an opportunity to get the upper hand on financial institutions who are not invested in this digital asset landscape yet. So many institutions are sidelined, and we as retail investors have the upper hand to adopt these digital assets before institutions come in and drive up the prices significantly higher than they're currently trading at now. But since we're on the topic of carbon credits and the Carbon Credit Initiative, we know Hedera is a leading player in this field as well. And right here, since we're on the topic of the EU and the IMF, we can see, looking to the future, this is directly on the Hedera website. It talks about carbon credit emissions, and it says, Hedera is a leader in the carbon negative distributed ledger technology field and is committed to improving the carbon credit mechanism. For example, Hedera partnered with ServiceNow to manage carbon credit data and reduce problems associated with carbon credit systems. And if we go look at where ServiceNow is established, it says ServiceNow announces a multi-million euro investment in Euro services. So you see, Hedera partnered with ServiceNow. I'm pretty sure they're even a Hedera council member. And we see IMF talking about Europe's carbon credit initiative, i.e. the 2030 agenda. It all is starting to make sense. Hopefully you guys are seeing pieces of the puzzle that we're putting down for you guys. Hedera, a major player in this new digital 2030 agenda that they're building out right now. Do not get left behind by failing to do research on what's happening behind the scenes. Hopefully this video breakdown enlightened you all a little bit on some of the things happening behind the scenes. Shout out to the CYPRX researchers for a lot of this information, always dropping gems and keeping our community in the loop with what's really happening behind the scenes. None of this information or any of these video clips are ever going to be brought to you by the mainstream platforms. So do us a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video breakdown.